Forever. Dog.
Sexy, sparkly vampires. This week on the podcast, Stephanie Meyer's Twilight.
Welcome to Teen Creeps, the podcast that discusses YA pulp fiction. I'm one of your hosts, Lindsay Katai.
I'm another one of your hosts, Kelly Nugent.
And Kelly was just making a shocked face. What was that for?
Okay, I looked at the wiki of this dang book.
Uh-huh.
Original title, Forks.
What? That makes no sense.
Well, it like gives you kind of like a feeling of environment. Because everyone knows where Forks is.
Well, everyone knows that like Forks is where the first vampires were.
Oh my God.
Maybe it was going to be a book where it was like Sunnydale.
Yeah, maybe.
And there was just a lot of supernatural activity around Forks because there are werewolves.
There are werewolves. Yeah. I mean, we don't see too much of them yet.
Foreshadowing of werewolves.
We see them in a dream, in Bella's dream.
What the fuck's up with Jacob being 15?
I was shocked. I was like,
what?
huh?
Because I know what you become.
Also, when she's like, at the beginning of the book, she's like, he's so young. And then like she sees him again later and she's like, he grew 1.5 feet. And I'm like, how much time has happened in this book?
It's been like a few months.
And I get that kids grow fast, but like.
He's got to be hurting.
His thighs. Oh, so achy.
God, he's so achy.
So achy.
So achy.
Because growing pains hurt. I got them really bad. Yeah.
They're real.
They're real.
They're real. Also, they're a TV show.
It's true. And it's a harrowing tale of a 13-year-old boy's growing
discovering Christianity. So yes, we are doing Twilight this week by Stephanie Meyer, and that is definitely the actual tagline that Kelly read at the top of the episode. Mm-hmm. Definitely sexy, sparkly vampires.
Yeah, and it's on the cover of all the books.
Sexy, sparkly vampires, Forks by Stephanie Meyer.
Forks, parentheses, nay Twilight. Did you like this book?
Twilight. Okay. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. I liked it a lot.
Really?
I was shocked. I was like, Lord help me. I am enjoying the hell out of this book.
Really? I was bored as shit the whole time.
It felt like a L.J. Smith Night World book to me. I was like, I owe Stephanie Meyer a personal apology.
Really?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Bella has no personality.
Fact.
I did write down a list of things we know about her, which we can go over later.
She falls.
Also, okay,
that's the entirety of Anna's personality in Frozen as well.
Is that she falls?
I'm awkward and I fall.
Oh, also, we read what's it called? 50 Shades for our mini or our outside genre.
Maybe that is leading to me being like,
so.
This is a great book. This is one of the great American books.
You experienced
difference.
A terrible version of this book.
Holy shit. I am so glad that it didn't go the other way around of me reading Twilight and then 50 Shades. I would have lost my fucking mind. Because I already was as it was.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'd had to know what she was copying, because when I was reading 50 Shades, I was like, it's because she was like, this is a carbon copy of a bad book already. But now I'm like, no, you fucked up a perfectly fine book.
Yeah. In Twilight, like at least outside of inner monologues, everybody talks like how people talk.
Yeah. And email works how email works.
Yes. Email works normally. There's not like extensive emailing.
They're not emailing instead of texting. Because it's 2005. Texting isn't a big thing yet. Yeah. Unless you had a, sidekick?
Mm-hmm.
But other people
flip around that thing.
In 2005, I was like just starting to do the number texting. It was soups annoying.
Yeah, it was pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when you like got good at it?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
I got amazing at it.
It was like really powerful.
Yeah, I was like, I'll never die.
Yeah. And then here we are.
Forever. And here we are, immortal beings who sparkle.
We are immortal. And that was the other thing too, which is like this book. As I was reading it, I just kept getting so embarrassed for 50 Shades of Grey because I was like,
me too. I couldn't stop thinking about it.
It was like, it's such a ripoff. It's such a crazy ripoff. It's literally just like this, like it's Twilight, but boring.
But boring.
Yeah.
And truly bad.
Truly very bad.
50 Shades is a very, very bad book.
Yeah.
That is in no way entertaining.
It's not entertaining at all. It's not sexy.
No.
The quote hot scenes are like very boring.
Yeah.
Here I will say that there is like chemistry between Bella and Edward.
I thought there was serious chemistry. I was like, they are very much in love. They are.
I got annoyed when they were
people,
in love. I got so annoyed. When she's like, I would do anything for you. And he's like, I don't know my life without you. I think it's just because I'm jaded.
They're teenagers.
They're
Kelly.
teenagers. And
if we were a teenager.
If we were a teenager.
That's the thing is I was putting myself.
Lindley.
If I was like, let's say, hypothetical teenager. Let's say her name is Kinsey Latai.
Yes.
I can see someone like that. Let's say she doesn't date.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say she mostly just like stays in her bedroom closet reading.
Yeah.
Let's say she gets very intense crushes.
Yeah.
But they don't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And she feels like she's destined. She feels like she's both doomed and destined for something greater.
Double-edged sword.
Yes.
Oh, two sides of the same coin.
I feel like she would read this and be like, yes, this will happen to me. This
I would also say
foreshadowing of what is to come for moi.
Young Nellie Kugent, same boat.
Yeah.
Same boat.
You know what? I think that Kinsey and Nellie should start a podcast.
You're fucking crazy.
About
You're crazy.
Adult nonfiction.
Adult nonfiction. That's funny.
About adult historical nonfiction.
Movies.
Oh, yeah, movies. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Ken
documentaries.
Burns. Ken Burns
Vietnam.
Vietnam podcast.
Yes.
Here's the thing. I do wish that she was just a little bit spunkier or had something else going on with herself. Mostly because like if you compare her to like Hermione Granger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean
the characters are nothing.
Yeah, they're nothing.
They're nothing.
But it is good trash.
Yeah. Okay, but I mean, most of the characters we read about are nothing.
It's true.
They're giant blank spaces with hair.
Yeah. And that's what both of them are.
Yeah.
Can I tell you the things that we know about Bella?
Yes, please.
She is quiet.
Yeah.
She likes warm weather.
Yes.
She does not like forks.
No.
She does not like green.
Correct.
She has ivory skin.
Yeah.
She is slender and soft.
Yes.
She is not athletic.
No.
She is clumsy.
Very.
She doesn't connect with people.
No.
She is 5'4".
True.
She cries when she's angry.
Yes.
All the guys like her.
Yeah.
She likes to hide her face with her hair.
True.
She's a big city girl from Phoenix.
So yeah, she's cosmopolitan.
First of all, when she's like, ew, it's so green here. I was like, what is that? Why is that a negative?
Yeah. Oh, it's so lush and disgusting.
She's like, I miss the brown desert.
It is like a fucking Eden. And I cannot stand it.
I hate it here.
I hate it here. Where's the dry? Where's all the dry?
It's just like, it's so
it's
lush.
Just like,
ew.
It's like there's just too much oxygen. There's too much oxygen.
Also, when it starts snowing and she's like, ew!
What is this?
And everyone's like,
oh no,
it's snow, you dumb. And she's like,
ow.
What? Snow looks like flakes.
Why aren't they all individual?
And they're like, have you seen
snowflakes?
Snow before?
She's like, no.
I have not.
TV and movies.
TV and movies when I was in the big city of Phoenix. Because she keeps talking about how big Phoenix is.
I would sit in a skyscraper. I'd be in Phoenix.
It was 5 stories tall.
P.S. I say I'm from Phoenix when in fact I am from Scottsdale.
When she arrives at fucking Scottsdale, I was like, girl,
what do you mean your mom lives in Scottsdale?
You are a liar.
That's not Phoenix. You said Phoenix. You're a fucking liar.
Lying. She's lying. She's like that girl in like that's like trying to reinvent herself in college.
Yeah,
She was lying.
I would run into people my first year of college and they'd be like, I'm from San Diego too. And I would be like, yay, what part? Thinking they were going to say a neighborhood within San Diego. And they'd be like, Del Mar. And I'm like, no.
That's
I'm
not.
from Rancho Santa Fe.
Santa Fe.
No. You are wealthy. You're very wealthy. You are in the county of San Diego. Or Temecula. No.
She also drives a truck.
She drives an ugly old truck.
It's old.
I appreciated that she didn't hate that truck.
Yeah, I
was
like that she got to like it.
And like, well, no, like immediately.
And she was so appreciative of her dad.
Yes, she was never sullen about her parents.
No, not at all.
And I was like, that is a plus in the Bella column.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She is sullen about the Sullen Cullens. She's sullen about them. She's sullen about school. She's like sullen about the fact that all the guys like her.
I will say this. I knew that was a thing.
That all the guys like her?
Yes. But in the movie, it is portrayed as like, oh, no one likes me, but like all the boys like me. Whereas I did feel in the book, the boys were being far too aggressive.
No, they were also being annoying.
They were being very annoying. They were not taking no for an answer. That one guy, Tyler, who almost hit her with the van,
oh my God,
outright told people they were going to prom together, even though she agreed to no such thing.
Also, okay, how fucking dumb was she? When she
Which
was
part?
like, okay, so she's very dumb throughout the book, but
pretty much everyone is dumb.
Everyone is dumb
and without personality.
Okay, so the part where she
again, they usually are.
So after Tyler almost hits her with the car because it's a very snowy day, his van slides, it almost hits her.
Yeah.
Edward?
Is it? Am I saying it? Right?
Am I saying it right? Edward like stops it with his vampire strength. It's all very sexy.
Yes.
Afterwards, he like tells a lie about prom, and she's like, does he really feel that bad for me having almost hit me with a van that he needs to tell everyone that he's taking me to prom? And everyone's like,
that is not what's happening.
He's trying to trick you.
He's just trying to go to prom with you.
And she's like, I can't believe that he feels like he still owes me. And it's like, no, he doesn't.
No.
He's trying to take advantage of you.
Doesn't. He's a little weasel.
He's a little weasel.
He's a creepy little weasel.
I didn't like any of those guys.
Creepy little weasels.
Yeah.
So that is my defense of her. And she's like, ew, all the guys like me. It's not even so much like, abundance of wealth. It's like, stop it.
Yeah.
You have no boundaries. I have not agreed to any of this. I've said no multiple times. And you need to take no for an answer. So I was like, okay, Bella, I'm on your side.
Also, the guys couldn't even give it a rest, even though the dance was girls' choice.
That is so obnoxious.
They should have just let it happen.
It was girls' choice. You can't ask somebody if you're going to be their choice.
Also, I know.
Defeats the purpose.
I know. Whoever's choice it is, let it be their choice. And then like her friend, like her girlfriends, like
her very new friends.
Jessica's,
I believe, the Anna Kendrick.
Oh, see, I haven't even seen it, so I don't even know. So Anna Kendrick plays her?
Movie's fine. Honestly, I liked the book better.
Really?
Yeah. Because Kristen Stewart I find very annoying.
Oh, I haven't seen the movie. I think I want to. After reading this book, I'm like, yeah, I'd see the movie.
Yeah. Let's watch it together.
Totally. I would love to. There's Jessica, there's like other ones.
There's Jessica, there's
like Amanda?
Lauren's the one who doesn't like her. Angela's the one who's not
Angela's cool.
Yeah, who's not super pushy. Jessica and
Mike.
It's Jessica, Angela, and a third.
I think it might be
girl.
Lauren. It's a mean girl.
No, Lauren's the mean girl.
Oh, there's another girl?
Because Jessica, Angela, and third girl are the ones who tell her that Lauren's being mean because Lauren likes Tyler. And Tyler's the one saying that she's going to prom with him.
Right. And then Mike is also being pushy, right? About going
Mike
out
is
with
also
her?
being a little shit.
But then he like finally realizes that the one for him was right in front of him all along.
Well, it's like he doesn't even realize that. He's just like, okay.
Well, I think
But he's still
like,
trying to hit on Bella.
it was awful.
He sucks. Everybody sucks.
He, even though he was at the dance with Jessica, he was like, oh, Bella, are you going to come to the dance anyway? Like, you could totally come with us. And like, you could tell that he wanted to like maybe hook up with her or something.
Yeah. Fuck off, Mike.
Also, okay, so perhaps I'm being overly cautious because I know that the Twilight series of books are a morality tale about abstinence.
Is that for sure?
Yeah.
She has said it?
No, but people have mapped it.
Because I had heard that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't feel that in reading it. Because
did.
they were like hella down to F.
Well, here's the thing.
DTF.
They were, but he had to protect her. He might lose control. Oh, he might hurt her if he goes forward with it. And I know it's because he's a vampire. I
agree. However, it is no different than Buffy.
Well, Buffy's a slayer.
Yeah, but he still won't, and he'll lose control. He loses control when he has sex.
Well, yeah, and that part too is kind of like a guys change when you fuck them.
Well, I think that's my defense of it.
Is that it's like Buffy?
We like plenty of things where the characters don't have sex, and there's the danger element.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why it feels different for me for Buffy.
I think it's because we know she's Mormon and we've heard that.
Well,
I have not read the other books.
Yeah,
obviously,
neither have I.
And maybe it gets worse and worse. And maybe a big part of it is that she gets changed after they get married.
I don't know.
But in reading only the first one, I don't think I would have thought much of it. Like I would have seen that there. I would have been like, oh, that's a stand-in for sex. But like, what isn't?
Yeah. I mean, and I think, honestly, if I think about it and I look back on that arc with Buffy, there are things about Buffy that I don't think aged well. And maybe, like, there is a real fear that, like, after you
sleep with a guy,
he
turns
changes
into a jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there are guys out there like that.
And I think that's a valid story to tell.
Yes.
As long as you're not implying that the girl should never have sex because of that.
Yeah. I think that's
Buffy
the thing.
didn't.
No, because she has sex with other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
Including Riley.
Yeah. A lot of sex with Riley.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it's because it's like she doesn't have any powers and he's so like, okay, there's a part that I don't think I understood the physics of. Okay.
Yes.
He's like, girl, this is already where they're kind of dating.
Gotcha.
And he's like, I'm gonna like show you what happens to me when I go in the sun.
Yes.
And he's like, come with me. I'm gonna drive us to this like trail.
I'm gonna fucking dazzle you.
Yeah. And he literally does. And she says it a lot too. Dazzling.
She does.
You're dazzling me. And I
actually thought that was kind of cute.
Really? I don't know. Maybe I'm jaded.
I was into this book.
I was really bored by this book. I was like,
I think
God,
I
let's
was
get through it.
Because I was really trying to keep an open mind. I was like, I think I have been biased against this book because I was buying into I'm different than other girls. I think I was biased against teenage girls going super nuts for this book and being like, I'm not that.
Well, here's the thing. I don't hate it because
really
it's
trying. No. I'm saying I was looking out for that. So I was like really like separating any, like I was trying to like straight up turn the switch off for all judgment.
Yeah.
We loved Forbidden Game.
Yeah.
I don't really see how this isn't as good as Forbidden Game.
The main character is more interesting.
Is she though?
I think so. I thought she was. I thought she was funny, and I thought she had like a little bit of spunk to her.
I guess I can't remember. I don't remember her being funny.
There were times when
certainly see that she is trying to make Bella spunky. The problem is that Bella has no personality when it comes down to it. So like her words are that of a spunky character.
Yeah.
Without me feeling like she's spunky. Like she says at the end, I can't always be Lois Lane to your Superman. I want to be Superman too.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a pretty spunky statement. It's just that I don't really like you.
Yeah. Yeah. I also like, for me, the stakes, like, because I didn't feel super connected to any of the characters, like, the stakes were just like things that were happening. And I wasn't like, oh no, like, is she going to get to her? Like, I think that there were things that were truly scarier in the LJ Smith books. And
people were like dying.
Yeah. And just like atmosphere was written as like a little creepier. And I thought the idea behind it, that there's like this game and like that there's like godlike beings that, and one in particular that's like fixated on her, is interesting. And like, the reasons why I didn't like this book aren't because it's romance, aren't because it's like, quote, silly girl stuff, because A, don't gender genre, and B, like,
that was a personal statement, by the way. I know for a fact that that's how I was looking at it.
And I could see for sure, like, me of like, if this book came out in like 2000, when did this book come out?
Well, it's set in 2005, so I assume then.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, even 2005 me would have been like, ew, I only like edgy stuff.
Yeah, like, I'm not the kind of girl to read those.
Yeah, but I like mushy stuff, and I like romance, and I like, I read so much fanfic. Like, I like that kind of stuff. And I think maybe that's it. Like, there is actually a lot of really good fanfic out there. And it sucks that you know, you can never support those authors in that, because like it's not their IP.
Yeah.
And hopefully some of them decide to pull an E.L. James and like create something more unique. But, and so I think maybe that's it. Like, this just, I couldn't make myself care about these characters.
I didn't, it was sort of like I didn't care about the characters, but I was really putting myself in the mindset of my teenage self, who would have been placing myself in the book.
And this book does a great job of letting you do that.
Yeah.
Because anyone
like,
could be Bella.
She really is a Mary Sue, but I didn't view that as a bad thing, honestly, because it's like, well, I want to feel like that's me and I'm in a story and I'm great at everything.
Yeah. I mean, I think that kind of stuff has its place. And so I think it does a good job of like just being kind of like guilty pleasure type stuff.
Yeah. So like all you're getting is the emotion of the characters. You're not getting any kind of character of the characters.
So, okay. Oh, this is the thing that I was confused about. Okay, so he's like, I'm going to show you that I'm so sparkly.
Oh, right.
And he takes her out, and I was annoyed by how many times she fell down.
Oh, I fucking hated that. I was like,
she literally can't
understand.
Like, what?
I truly did hate the part where he was like, I can't let you on my sight for a minute because like you find trouble like so easily. Like you're always trouble about to kill yourself.
Draws you, yeah. And he's like, if something happens to you, I'll be mad.
Down?
Yeah.
How much like does she in fact have a physical disability?
Yeah.
Or is this like at the end when she's like so fucking pissed that he took her to prom?
Yeah.
Because like she can't dance. I can't dance. This is going to be too embarrassing. You don't understand. I was like, seriously, Bella? You fall down some.
Yeah. And also I was like,
you fall down a little.
And we see the dancing you do, which is literally just swaying. So I think you'll be fine.
What's your fucking deal?
I
do not understand why that was a thing.
That was a thing.
It was so unnecessary.
And also like being clumsy was such a thing in like rom-coms for a while. Where it was like, well, she needs to have a flaw. Well, she'll be clumsy. Oh, well, she'll eat a lot but still be skinny. Oh, well, she'll whatever. It's like all these
lame non-character traits.
Just like qualities, I guess, about a person. But even then, like she's so clumsy because she's like, oh, remember when she's like, oh God, like, so she has to decide if she wants to go to the beach or go on a hike with her friends. And she's like, oh, well, I'm going to fall down so many times on this hike. And then she does. And then she gets her hands all scraped up. And then Edward's like, oh my God, you are injured. I must take care of you.
Like, I knew that you'd let yourself get hurt. That's why I didn't want you
What?
going to the beach. I was afraid you'd fall off a cliff or something. And I was like, it's one thing if he was being dramatic and funny.
Yeah.
It's another that he literally thinks that.
He literally
That
thinks
is
that.
so dumb.
It's so dumb. And like
Edward and Bella are dumb.
also she's like she's like, oh God, I'm like thinking about going on this hike and I'm just thinking about all the like loose rocks and like all of the like roots that I could fall on
But I can't go with him to the tide pools because I'll fall in a tide pool.
like it's very like
I can't.
also
Like she says to her dad, Charlie, is like, are you going to the dance? And she's like, and she just gives him a pointed look and he's like, oh, right. Like he just knows that it's because of her clumsiness. Like seriously, does she have a disability?
Well, also
then that's fine. Let's talk about that.
Right. Let's talk about it.
Instead, the whole book and everyone within it sounds insane.
Well, also like she's like, I got my clumsiness from my dad. And I'm like, if he is that clumsy, he should not have a gun.
Yeah. He is the chief of police.
He's the chief of police. He should not have a gun if he is as like, she's like, the hand-eye coordination's not good, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that's like scary.
Because this is extreme. Her level of clumsiness is unacceptable.
It's insane. It's a lot.
It makes no sense.
That she falls down like 9 times.
Took me out of it every time it happened. Because every time it happened, I was like, ugh.
And it's like this weird, like endearing thing to Edward where he's like, I have to take care of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, we're going to
becomes like a weird controlling.
It does.
Masculine patriarchy.
Which is weird because she does pay some lip service to like misogyny and like feminism.
Yeah.
Barely. Like there's like 2 lines about it. And yet like we see a book in which like she's like, I want to be Superman too. And he's like, yeah, no. He's like, I'm not going to fucking do that.
Yeah.
But so he's like, I'm going to take you to this like wonderful meadow. Takes you to this meadow. He like has his little, I didn't understand his shirt, first of all. Sleeveless.
V-neck. Oh, no,
sleeveless
you're right.
button down.
It was a sleeveless button down with a collar.
Yeah. Open.
Because they were twinsies that day.
Yeah. Because they were wearing.
They both wore jeans
and a beige sweater.
Yeah, like
with a button-down white shirt underneath.
With the collar sticking out.
Here's what I'm picturing.
Like, okay.
Because I thought he was wearing, when she first described his outfit, I thought it was going to be like long sleeve, white button-down shirt, which is like the kind of shirt you would normally wear. And then when she was like, it's sleeveless, it has buttons, it has a collar. I was like, what is this shirt?
Well, I highlighted another part. It's the part where she is, she's getting dressed to go meet the fam.
Oh, yeah.
I ended up in my only skirt, long, khaki-colored, still casual. I put on the dark blue blouse he'd once complimented. A quick glance in the mirror told me my hair was entirely impossible, so I pulled it back into a ponytail. And then later she's like, I changed out of my dressy clothes. And I was like, I cannot picture this outfit. I can't.
So you look like a helpful Honda person.
But in a
very like Mormon way.
About to say, but in like a fucking Puritan skirt. I was like, what is this outfit?
The skirt
is it? And what do you mean blouse? Is it a button down? Describe the blouse.
Sleeveless button down.
Button down blue blouse with a collar and a long khaki colored skirt. It's still casual.
But it's
like I don't understand.
So this is what I'm picturing this skirt is. You know, like khaki material. There's like no flow or movement.
I can't. And
she looks like a fucking tree trunk. She looks crazy. What is this skirt? It's horrible.
I couldn't imagine. I was like, why is this what you're putting on?
I just picture her putting on all
meet my boyfriend's vampire family. The longest skirt I own.
And then she's like, ta-da!
And they're like, oh, beautiful.
You're
I
so
can see what
beautiful.
you see in her.
And I'm like, okay.
Huh?
So the thing that I need help understanding,
Fucking early 2000s fashion.
that was like screaming 2003
She was probably
to me.
wearing some chunky Mary Jane.
She was wearing like Aeropostale, like
like an
Abercrombie, yeah.
Something or other. American Eagle Outfitters.
Yeah. So so this
Wet
is the part
Seal.
I had. Oh God, no. Wet Seal does not have anything but like Lycra. So this is the part I was like a little like, about. So he's in the meadow. He's like, look at my skin. It's so shiny. And she's like, oh my God. And then she like touches his pecs and then he like does a lap around the meadow.
Well, she's...
And then stands under a tree. And she's like, what? And he's like, it's too much.
Yeah. The touch, I can't resist.
And then she touches him again. He like comes back.
He comes back. He's like, sorry, I'm prepared this time.
And she does it again. And he does it again. He like runs a lap.
Did he do it again?
Yes, he does it twice. And I was like, why? And she's just like, oh, but I would have been like, what the fuck are you doing? Like he's sprinting around the meadow. And then he's like just so far away.
Also, I don't understand this meadow. Where is the meadow? In my mind, they climb up a mountain.
Well, that's what I thought. Because she was like, it was really
and it's
hard.
Like it's the fucking Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
And they climb up a mountain. And there's a bunch of trees. But then in a clearing up the mountain is a meadow.
Which is
I was like,
interesting. Huh? I mean, maybe it's just like the mountains. Because I've seen like meadows in like Sequoia. So maybe it's just like in the mountains.
I guess.
But I thought they were climbing up a mountain because I thought he was going to take her to like the peak or something.
I had such a ridiculous visual in my mind of where this meadow was. So it's like they walk in and there's just a circle of pine trees.
Yep.
And they're all bent inward.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then it's just all grass and wildflowers. Mm-hmm. But it is truly a perfect circle.
Yep, that's what I was picturing. Okay. Like a perfect circle with like
perfect circle.
One big tree that he goes to stand under when he like gets too hot. Because he like, and he's just running. And he's also like,
he's just running.
It's so much worse that he's doing it with his like super vampire speed. Because that's like so weird. Like for him to be like, oh, the first time you're going to actually see me like do one of my superpowers of running really fast. It's going to be because, like, I'm going to splooge my pants from you touching my chest. So I got to, like, run so fast.
Did he run around or did he just run across? I thought he just ran across.
In my mind, I pictured him doing, like, a lap around the meadow and then stopping at, like, the furthest point from her and, like, being like, I can't.
I'm too hard.
Yeah, I got to cool down. Yeah. So I did not understand what was happening in that part. I was like, and she's like, oh my God. And he keeps coming back though. He like comes back and he's like, now we can cuddle. I like got it out of my system.
He follows them to Port Angeles.
Yeah. He follows her everywhere.
He does. I've heard people talk about like, no, he's just like, like if you think about it, he's just like a super controlling boyfriend. And again, I was like, yeah, but like all these books are like that. And if I like Labyrinth for Jareth being super creepy, then what right do I really have to argue against it here? If I like Julian in Forbidden Game.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't argue with that because it's a trope in these books.
I feel guilty liking Labyrinth and Forbidden Game. Because I'm like, in real life,
it's wrong.
Fuck no, that guy needs to not be doing this in your real life.
But it's a very innocent fantasy thing.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, a dark lord, a dark underworld man, like, is obsessed with me.
Maybe that's it. Because I know that Edward is a vampire. He's not human anymore. But, and also, I mean, Angel stalks Buffy.
Yeah. It's a thing that we like in fiction.
Yeah. I think the thing is, I think I don't like it in modern fiction.
Maybe that's what it is.
Because I don't know.
Or maybe it's that Edward actually isn't portrayed as being dark.
Not really.
Really,
He's moody.
He's a real boy.
Yeah. He goes to high school.
Who's a vampire. And so maybe that's why it's like, yeah, but I'm not really, he's not far enough removed.
Yeah.
For it to be like, oh, a dark being.
Yeah, well, because like one is a
me.
goblin king.
Instead, it's like,
one is like a ice god.
I'm like handsome and rich and I follow you everywhere.
Yeah. And also
if it's a human man, that's just intimidating.
Well, and also, I mean, even when I was watching Buffy, when Angel fucking draws Buffy and shit, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like drawing pictures of while she's sleeping and stuff.
Isn't that him when he's evil?
He does it more when she's evil, but he has like...
Oh, he did do it?
He like would draw her a lot.
Well, again, I'm like... I mean, he's like a vampire.
I don't know. In my most recent rewatch, I was like, Angel, fucking cool. Like, go take a walk or something. Like,
sure.
Stop.
And it's probably just the age we are when we read these things.
That's true. Also, you have like memories.
I think we were forgiving Forbidden Game because we knew it was basically Labyrinth fanfic.
Yeah.
And so I feel obligated to extend the same courtesy to Twilight.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's not as dark as he needs to be for that to be like, whoa.
And also, here's the other thing. Here's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Neither Labyrinth or Forbidden Game have a happy ending of like the goal isn't that they're together.
True.
Because she's torn in Forbidden Game. She's like, oh, you're sexy, but like, I don't want a whole thing with you. I don't want a life with you.
But it's wrong.
It's wrong. And like, I like when you touch my face, but like, I don't want that.
Buffy wants to marry Angel though. She wants to go to prom,
but
and
she's an
marry
idiot.
him.
I'm so done with their teen dream bullshit. I don't. I'm not a Bangel person. I see the appeal.
Then it's even less forgivable because I'm a I'm a Spike person.
Yeah,
which is far less forgivable.
No, the Spike thing is
wrong.
I turned around on it. This rewatch
cannot change my mind.
Here's the thing. I think he's hot. So that's like great to look at, but like I just, you know, a hot guy can turn ugly if he's fucking stalking you all the time. And I think there is something
and certainly in the show they portray that as a bad thing.
Yeah, and also Buffy can kick his ass anytime.
I still like that storyline.
I don't know. I really turned around on it. But
like it's fiction.
Also,
it's fiction.
Also, even in that too, like her relationship with Spike is like she treats him kind of like shit.
Oh yeah,
she
sucks
using
in her own
him.
way. Yeah,
and then there's the unforgivable event that happens. But I mean, that's like
I will say I don't like the whole Spike Buffy storyline when they actually get together because then it gets super dark and super fucked up.
Oh, it's so depressing.
And yeah, and then everything about it is wrong. Buffy's wrong. He's wrong.
And then when they're like hiding, it's just like it
sucks.
Yeah,
but season 5 and 6,
I think in 6 she's fucking
just
Spike.
5.
In 5, he's obsessing after her.
Oh yeah, so season 5.
Okay, so when they've
season 5
only
Spike Buffy story.
Wait, so once more with feeling is when
6.
I do like it up to there.
He sells his soul.
I do like it up to there.
Yes,
up to there.
The second they kiss, then everything goes bad.
Yeah, it goes bad.
Everything goes badly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find.
Oh, his meadow laps.
The meadow laps. Oh, I did not like the parts where she was like, I have to be good and not move. Oh, this is my fault for turning him on too much. That I really disliked.
There was a lot of blame on her for a lot of things, like getting hurt, not moving, like also like the shit with her parents. Like
she puts it on herself, and he puts her being clumsy all on her.
Yeah,
which I hated.
And he even says to her, "If something happens to you, I'm blaming it on you."
Yeah,
and she's like, And I'm like, ew,
Don't
what?
laugh that off.
Don't laugh.
Yeah, I certainly didn't think this was a perfect book, and I thought the characters kind of sucked, but I was like, I'm having a good time.
It was I think if I were like on vacation, I would like to read this book.
It's a popcorn read.
Popcorn read.
Like you can just keep
Yeah.
shoveling more in your mouth.
Yeah.
I lifted his hand, turning it this way and that as I watched the sun glitter on his palm. I held it closer to my face, trying to see the hidden facets in his skin. Tell me what you're thinking, he whispered. I looked to see his eyes watching me, suddenly intent. It's still so strange for me not knowing. You know, the rest of us feel that way all the time. It's a hard life. Did I imagine the hint of regret in his tone? But you didn't tell me. I was wishing I could know what you were thinking. I hesitated. And I was wishing that I could believe that you were real. And I was wishing that I wasn't afraid. I don't want you to be afraid. His voice was just a soft murmur. I heard what he couldn't truthfully say, that I didn't need to be afraid, that there was nothing to fear. Well, that's not exactly the fear I meant, though that's certainly something to think about. So quickly that I missed his movement, he was half sitting, propped up on his right arm, his left palm still in my hand. Blah, blah, blah. What are you afraid of then? He whispered intently, but I couldn't answer. As I had just that once before, I smelled his cool breath in my face. Sweet, delicious. The scent made my mouth water. It was unlike anything else.
Ugh.
Instinctively, unthinkingly, I
Fucking
leaned
gross,
closer, inhaling.
Stop.
And he was gone, his hand ripped from mine.
Oh, yes.
In the time it took my eyes to focus, he was 20 feet away, standing at the edge of the small meadow in the deep shade of a huge fir tree. He stared at me, his eyes dark in the shadows, his expression unreadable. I could feel the hurt and shock on my face. My empty hand stung. I'm sorry, Edward, I whispered. I knew he could hear. Give me a moment, he called, just loud enough for my less sensitive ears. I sat very still. After 10 incredibly long seconds, he walked back, slowly for him. He stopped, still several feet away, and sank gracefully to the ground. He took 2 deep breaths, then smiled in apology. I am so very sorry, he hesitated. Would you understand what I meant if I said I was only human?
Okay, so he doesn't laps.
Run laps.
That
He just
I
runs.
think I prefer him running laps. I prefer him
You
fucking
just picture him going,
yeah. Yeah. He's just like, "Wah!" Like screaming and like, direction, don't leave me.
No, not you.
Oh God, it was.
Yeah, he didn't do
okay.
laps. He just
Dang,
ran.
I wish he did
I'm
laps.
sorry. I
That's
shouldn't
okay.
have broken the spell.
It's okay. It's okay. Hey, Teen Creeps listeners, we're going to take a quick break from our podcast to talk to you about one of our sponsors, Quip. We all have mouths, and what do those mouths have? Teeth. I am crazy about cleaning my teeth. And when I found out that I was brushing my teeth wrong, I went bananas. I ripped my mirror off the wall. I smashed my toilet. I pulled all my teeth out. No, I'm just kidding. I changed my habits, and I changed my habits with the help of Quip. The truth is, most of us are brushing our teeth wrong, not for long enough, and forget to change our brush on time. And that's because most brands focus on selling flashy gimmicks rather than better brushing. But not Quip. So what makes Quip so different? For starters, Quip is an electric toothbrush that's a fraction of the cost of bulkier brushes, while still packing the right amounts of vibration to keep your teeth clean. Quip's got a built-in timer that helps you clean for the dentist-recommended 2 minutes with guiding pulses that remind you when to switch sides. Next, Quip's subscription plans are for your health, not just convenience. They deliver new brush heads on a dentist-recommended schedule every 3 months for just $5, including free shipping worldwide. I've got Quip, and I have the subscription plan, and I straight up just forgot about the replacement of the brush heads and all that. And I'm just living my life, and I get a little delivery from Quip, and I was like, oh yeah, they're helping me keep my teeth clean, because I would not have even remembered to order new brush heads. And 3 months goes by fast, so it's super helpful that they do this for you. Quip also comes with a mount that suctions right to your mirror and unsticks to use as a cover for hygienic travel wherever you take your teeth. I have mine mounted onto my little mirror. It's an eye catcher. People see it and they're like, oh my God, you have a beautiful, beautiful toothbrush. Because let me tell you, those toothbrushes look good. They're really pretty. They're in a variety of colors. And it's just a minimalist design, no bells and whistles. It's just clean teeth, cute brush. And finally, everyone loves Quip, including me and Lindsay. They were on Oprah's O List, named one of Time's best inventions and is the first subscription electric toothbrush accepted by the American Dental Association, the big dogs over at American Dental. Plus, they're backed by a network of over 20,000 dentists and hygienists, and hundreds of thousands of happy brushers use Quip every day. So, how can you get on board to this Quip train? Well, Quip starts at just $25. And if you go to getquip.com/teencreeps right now, you'll get your first refill pack free with a Quip electric toothbrush. That's your first refill pack free at getquip.com/teencreeps, spelled GETQUIP.com/teencreeps. And now back to the show. Also, okay, so we need to talk about like the big thing that happens in this book, which is kind of like the action of the book. Because a lot of it is like them.
Do you mean when she fell?
She might actually be falling in this scene. Maybe she's not. Because I think she's just watching. She's watching the vampires play baseball.
I do not understand why that was a choice.
Why was that something they were doing?
Why was that? Why couldn't she just be like, I didn't think it was like cool.
It wasn't cool.
Vampires
It was
playing super baseball.
It was pretty stupid.
It's not cool. And it does not help them just seeming totally toothless.
Also, okay, first
Wording
of all,
intended.
I know that vampires don't sweat, but the fact that they were wearing just like their normal clothes, they had the audacity to, in formal wear, play fucking baseball in the woods. I was like, why are they in the woods?
In the movie, it is 1,000 times worse.
Oh no.
I don't know if they're wearing their normal clothes, but I definitely have a visual of Alice with her
Who plays
super
Alice?
spiked out. I don't know the actress's name. Her super spiked out 2005 style hair, wearing a baseball cap with all, and it just looks so out of place. It's like, imagine if a model suddenly put on a baseball cap.
It's, wait, is it Alice?
Yeah.
Ashley Greene.
Oh, right.
Okay, wait, and then Carlisle is Peter Facinelli?
Yeah.
And
Which like really threw me.
I was not picturing that at all. Oh, Elizabeth Reeser plays Esme Cullen?
Sure.
Oh, Billy Burke plays her dad, Charlie. Wait, who the fuck is Rosalie?
That's the one who doesn't like Bella. Who's like super
Rosalie?
grumpy
Really?
about Bella, yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait, Rosalie the vampire, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. If we were supposed to believe that fucking Taylor Lautner was 15, that hair is so ugly. That outfit is terrible.
It's so 2005.
Are you telling me that this is supposed to be a fucking cool vampire?
And actually, they made it in like 2008.
Yeah, I remember when it came out.
Yeah, this
I
is
was in
supposed to
college.
be super cool vampire.
Can I tell you what she's wearing?
Yes, please do.
She's wearing a... Oh, okay. So she's wearing like what I assume is a collared, but like floofy collared, button down white shirt with no sleeves.
Here's what's baffling. Is the collar and the front look like a cool tuxedo shirt.
Yeah, it's like flurfy.
However, when you get to the sleeves, it turns into a peasant shirt.
No, she's wearing a peasant wrap thing.
No.
Outside. I know.
You're right. No.
Yeah. So she's wearing like a peasant wrap.
Oh my God, she is.
But in between,
it trails down the back.
Yes. In between peasant wrap.
Oh my God.
And floofy tuxedo shirt that came from Wet Seal. And it is a button-down vest.
That's why I said it.
Is it pinstripe?
I don't think so.
No.
She's wearing like tight gray jeans.
Yeah. And like you can see the like white ruffles of the top underneath the like vest, like around the waist area.
And then she has the spikiest.
Okay, I'm sorry. We didn't clarify
Mm-hmm.
that her wrap thing that she's wearing outside of it is a crocheted wrap.
It's a crocheted wrap that trails. It is long.
Long.
It trails down the
long.
back.
And she's like kind of holding it back probably because it looks terrible when it's just down.
Probably.
And she's wearing like a leather necklace. This is not what I pictured at all. First of all, I pictured her hair shorter, like a kind of like a
Elfin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not whatever this is.
I think this is her in a later
Yes.
movie.
That is much more what I pictured. Apparently, everyone says that the cast was it was like a cast of
Oh
cool
my
people just trapped in this movie.
God, it is. What is with this outfit now?
Okay. Describe.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
It is. So she's wearing a long sleeve, like fitted white shirt and a sort of combo pea coat, trench coat,
Oh.
and artist's smock.
No.
It's got a Peter Pan collar, 2 giant buttons on the front, pockets. It's short sleeved.
No.
It's somehow short sleeved.
Is it like cap sleeves?
No, it like goes almost down to the elbow. But,
What?
But yes, they are cap sleeves at the same time.
Like trumpet sleeves.
And then it buttons, but there's a gap at the button on the sleeve. And then
like peekaboo?
she is wearing a like long scarf wrapped multiple times around her neck and tied.
Tell me, how chunky is that scarf?
It is not chunky.
Oh.
It is a springtime scarf.
Oh.
It is not a warm scarf. Now I'm showing Kelly full on.
Oh my
this?
God. What the fuck?
What is it? What is that? What is it, Brett?
She looks like a magical girl
Right?
pre-transformation.
It's like pea coat, trench coat, artist smock with a Peter Pan collar. And it is short sleeved. It is short sleeved.
The cap of the
How?
sleeve where it hits her on the like bicep,
It's
lower
wrong.
bicep, is so tight. It looks like Donald Trump's wristband for his watch. It's like so tight.
It is. It's
I'm worried for her
tight.
circulation.
It is. It makes no sense.
I hate this jacket she's wearing.
It makes no sense.
It is so ugly.
It's very confusing.
Oh my God. You didn't
It's
mention
so
the
many
big,
different
big,
things.
weird round lapel.
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right? That's a Peter Pan collar.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Peter
Yeah.
Pan collar. Yeah, so she has a Peter Pan collar. And the scarf is so
It's
short. The way
thin.
she has it
Yeah,
tied.
and she's made it so it's
just
a
like a
thin,
cravat.
light material scarf.
It's probably
wrapped
sheer. Wrapped so many times. So
around her
many
neck,
times.
and then tied with a big old knot.
She looks like a uncircumcised penis.
With a spiky do.
A spiky-haired uncircumcised penis.
It's so confusing.
No, it's so horrible.
So confusing.
It's so
and she's a
horrible.
lovely girl.
She's lovely.
Lovely.
She's lovely. She didn't do any of this.
No.
Somebody else did this to her.
We got to look this up. I got to look up who did the wardrobe for this movie. 2008. You Are Not to Be Forgiven.
No. Yeah. So the event is that they play baseball. Then there's this like group of backpacking vampires, and they're bad because
They're
we learn that most
Yes.
vampires
Yes.
like Edward and his family are good vampires,
Mm-hmm.
and they
They don't eat people.
Right.
They eat bears.
They eat bears, mountain lions, deer, if you're
elk,
boring. And then,
elk.
but there are like other vampires who like to eat people. And they don't usually live in colonies. Like they usually just like roam around. So these 3 bad vampires.
It's a lady named Wendy Chuck.
Wendy. You know what?
She
Here's
is
the
best
thing.
known for About Schmidt, Nebraska, The Descendants, and San Andreas.
You know, the wardrobe in San Andreas was really memorable.
These are all such normal movies.
I know.
I mean, I do remember Nebraska it being accurate. In The Descendants, she put George Clooney in a lot of short sleeve button downs, which I don't support.
But aren't they
They're in Hawaii.
So that's kind of like a Tommy Bahama-ish look.
Yeah. So like I forgive it. It's just not a good look for him.
Right.
It might be accurate, but everybody else is dressed fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm clicking through photos of the Descendants on IMDb, and it is all of locations.
Well, here's the thing. I think 2005, 2006, I think 2005, 2008, it was a hard time for fashion.
Unfortunate.
It was very
an
bad.
Unfortunate time for all of us.
Like, I looked bad all the time.
Skinny jeans, they were just around the corner.
Oh, it was just
I think we were still in bell bottom period.
I think we had
flare.
Yeah,
flare leg.
I think we were more into a boot cut world, which
Yes,
was
boot
helpful.
cut. Yes.
But we were not.
Our layering wasn't good.
No, because we just thought they're fun layers.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, we should think about what we're layering.
Yes.
It's just like, oh, layers are good.
Yes.
But so okay, so these bad vampires come.
Yes.
They're dressed like hikers. They're like,
Yeah, they're a little
backpackers.
disheveled.
Yeah, their clothes are frayed, but nice.
Frayed.
And there's a girl and two guys, and one of the guys like zeroes in on Bella because the wind blows, and he's like, "Hello, human."
And the girl has orange hair.
The girl has orange hair. That's the only thing I remember about her. Except I think
She looks very cool in the movie.
is it
She looks cool. They get
Rochelle
cool clothes
Lefevre?
in the movie. Maybe.
because she has orange hair.
Yeah.
And her hair looks
No,
really
but
cool.
she's also wearing like a crazy big, like I think like white, like fur type
cool.
thing.
Cool. So
I believe she is the threat in the second movie to avenge James.
oh, I could see that.
Mhm.
So James is like the tracker.
He's
and-
a hunter.
He's like, oh, the ultimate prize, a human that's being guarded by vampires.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to eat her.
Mm-hmm.
And all vampires are like, dang, we gotta hide you. You have to like leave your dad. You have to be really mean to your dad. Which
She does the go on, get out of here.
yeah, she does. Classic. She says exactly the thing, like the same exact last words that her mom said.
Also, why do you know that?
Also, yeah, and also
Why
like
do you know the last thing that your mom threw in your dad's face as she walked out on him?
I guess you never forget.
But she wasn't there, was she?
Was she?
I
I mean, she
guess.
left with her mom.
Yeah, I guess maybe she was.
So it's her first memory. So
Yes.
she's like, I'm gonna pull from my first memory.
Like, oh, traumatic.
I'm gonna do it. She says it. She's like, I hate forks. I think that was the thing. And he was like,
Yeah.
what?
I thought you liked it. No, I know.
Which I was like, oh, that like wasn't that mean.
Was so confused
Oh, me too.
as to why. So she stages this whole thing to get her dad to understand why she would want to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, like, she stages this cute little scene. She's like, get out of here, Edward. I don't want to talk to you. And she's like using her tears that she's already crying to go in the house. And all she had to do was say, he broke up with me. I want to go be with mom for a while.
Mm-hmm.
That's all she had to say. And instead, he's like, what happened? Did he hurt you? And she's like, no, I broke up with him. And by the way, I don't want to live here anymore. And that's why I broke up with him. I hate you in this town. And it's like, why didn't you just
I have
stick
no
with
idea.
he hurt you?
I think she didn't want.
and so you're running away.
I think she didn't want because she's like thinking of long con or not long con, but like long game. She's like, oh, but Edward might come back in my life. I don't want my dad to not like Edward, so I'm gonna like do it like it was me. And then she's like, why would I like break up with him? Oh, like I don't want to be like mom stuck here in butt fuck nowhere forks.
It's too green.
And then he's like, the dad's like, whoa, rude. And she's like, goodbye.
But like, isn't it so much? It's so much more hurtful.
She's so mean.
It is so unnecessarily hurtful.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather just, I mean, for one, it's just going to be easier to get him off your back.
Just make it simple. I saw him with someone. Oh, I gotta go.
Is the long game really your concern right now?
All she cares about is Edward.
And 3, now you have cut your dad to the bone.
I know, but here's the thing. She's treating him bad because she is here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
She knows that her dad will forgive her or come back or whatever, like come around on it because he has before in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And he still is not over the mom.
Mm-hmm.
But she doesn't know that about Edward. So she's like, I have to protect Edward.
Maybe.
I mean, I think, I don't know. It was
by the idea that unless she hurt him, he wouldn't have stopped in his tracks.
He did get like completely dumbfounded.
Her. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And instead he was like, oh, that hurt. And so he didn't follow her.
Yeah.
Okay. Bella, we have pieced together your brilliant plan and we are on the same page. You are so smart.
And then she's like, we have to go. So she's like, they make her switch clothes with the mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
He tries to make Rosalie switch and Rosalie's like, fuck no. And so Esme's like, all right,
I'll do it.
Have my clothes. I am apparently way taller than you.
Have you seen, and this isn't good for an audio medium, but.
Oh, you mean like how we're describing clothes in a photo?
Yeah. Have you seen this guy's like, where is it? It was like, so this guy got ordered pants that were supposedly 32 length. Here it is. It's an ASOS. Is that how you say it? ASOS?
I guess ASOS.
Okay.
I don't know.
Size 32. Mm-hmm. And if you guys have not seen this yet.
Is it a square?
You need to see what's happening with these pants. Swipe.
What? It's like they forgot to cut.
They are literally like when he's wearing the pants, it looks like when someone's wearing flippers. They're so long.
Show Brett.
Brett, have you seen these pants? They're like so long. They're like 2 legs long.
All right. If you guys want to see these pants, you have to follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, you follow us on Twitter. I'm going to retweet it. They're so long.
That's very funny.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll retweet this. Follow me on Twitter at Kelly Nuji. It's very funny.
I forgot what we're talking about. Oh yeah, Esme.
So when you look at this tweet, you will see,
you'll know
that this is what fucking Bella looked like when she's on the run. She's like flopping.
Oh no!
It's like wearing flippers on the sand.
Studio.
Yeah.
I'm running through the airport.
So she flippy flops through the airport to run away from the vampires because the guy calls her and he's like, "Hey, guess what? I got your mom. I'm in a dance studio, or I'm at your mom's house."
His plan
is so
very
dumb.
Funny.
It's also like the fact that she falls for it. She's so stupid.
Well, here's what I respected about that.
Okay.
As he was like, you knew in coming here that like I was probably going to kill you both. And she's like, mm-hmm. And aren't you relieved that she's not here? And she's like, honestly, yes, I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to lie. I'm just glad that my mom isn't here.
Yeah.
And he's like, interesting.
And then he's like, and now to kill you in this room.
Yeah. And now I turn on this camera to film my murdering you.
And he's like, I chose a dance studio for the cinematography. And he's like showing her that like the mirrors are going to make it look really cool.
It's so funny. He's like, I'm going to trick her. I'm a master vampire tracker. I'm going to trick her into thinking that I have her mom hostage by looking at all of her home movies and finding one where the mom sounds vaguely concerned.
Do you think that he watched it all on like fast forward? Like, how could he have gone? It's like hours.
I love watching humans.
But also,
I'm fascinated by their lives because the phone, she calls her mom and he plays one part of a home movie that's just Bella.
Mm-hmm.
And then pretends that he gets on the phone and is like, if you ever want to see your mom again, you'll come by yourself to the dance studio around the corner. And then she shows up and she sees that he has chosen just like a video where she was like playing too close to the edge of something.
Yeah.
And so her mom was like, Bella?
Yep. So this fool sat here, watched like hours and hours
Who
and
knows
hours.
how much footage there was.
You know what? Maybe he got lucky. That was the first one.
You know what? Maybe it was just a couple hours. How many home movies did people really take before phones?
A lot.
Not for me.
How old is she? She's 16-ish, 17-ish?
17.
Maybe not that much. Maybe not that much.
Was she only 16 and Edward is 17?
No, because remember he says you don't look 17. And I highlighted that as a yucky thing. Because if any boy, if any person you're dating is like, you seem older than you are, that's not great. Because
I kind of thought it was the other way around.
you seem younger.
Yeah.
Well, no. If a guy is older
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, you seem older than your age, then that is like,
It's a trick.
he's like tricking you. He's like, oh,
He's trying to make sure you feel like you're
like
cool
sophisticated.
enough to be fucked by him.
yeah. And he's trying to like make sure that that you don't keep thinking to yourself like,
Yeah.
he's hundreds of years old and I'm 17. He's like, oh, but you seem so you seem so old.
Yeah, he's got like an old soul.
And she's like, my mom said I was born 35 and I just keep getting closer to middle
How
age.
do you know? How have you heard of the Rolling Stones?
Oh my God. When he like is playing music in the car and she's like, oh my God, is this?
Oh, I
Also,
super thought of 50 Shades
Yes.
during that part because I was
such a
like,
rip.
wait, that's why the dumb fuck music stuff happened in 50 Shades?
Yep.
Because she gets in the car and he's listening to
Debussy, I think.
Debussy.
I don't know if I'm saying that right. Debussy?
Debussy.
Debussy?
Debussy.
Anyway, that guy.
Belle Biv DeVoe. And she gets in and,
That
and
girl
she's like,
is poison.
Put poison.
So that's happening. And she's like,
You
is this
can't
Bellman
wait.
DeVoe?
And he's like, yeah, you can't trust a big butt and a smile. And she's like, yeah, that girl is poison. Wow, I didn't know anyone else listened to this.
He's like, you seem so fucking
Like,
ancient.
wow.
You're so old.
That's crazy that you've heard of this very well-known classical musician.
And she's like, yeah, well, you know, my
Composer.
mom like plays it
Played
a lot.
Like she likes to play the piano.
Mhm.
So I've heard it. But then I thought it was so funny that then it turns out that they both share a modern taste in music too. But Stephanie Meyer is like, I'm not going to put the band.
Oh, yeah.
She totally cops out on saying whatever band her stepdad Phil, whatever CD he gave to her.
Oh, yeah.
Because she puts it on to like try to drown out like thinking about Edward or something.
Yeah.
And then she gets in the car and he has the CD too. But she would not say what the CD was.
I
I
bet
was
you she
like-
was like, is it an IP problem?
Just like, or she was like, I'm too afraid to choose something that will sound bad.
I know. I think she's like,
Which
I don't know what kids like.
sort of respect because at least it's not a made up band.
Yeah. It's not like the turnkey turkeys.
Yeah. Turnkey turkeys. That sounds like modern, right? The turnkey turkeys. Hi, we're Billy Bob and the Turnkey Turkeys. We're about to play on a waffle iron and a washing board.
I'm going to play on that thing that's like a pail upside down and a broom and a string. Doing,
I'm going to play on an upside down bucket.
Yeah, and I'm going
With a broom handle and a big old string.
to washing board and a spoon.
Again, we are the Turnkey Turkeys.
Turnkey
Thanks for
Turkeys.
coming out to the general store.
General store. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Doing, doing,
Doing, doing.
And that was how metal was invented.
Turnkey.
Here, wait. You yell and I'll do the doings.
Okay.
Doing, 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 doing.
That
You're
was
just barking.
That was actually that's a song. That's a song about an abortion. It's really
It's like pretty dark.
It's pretty dark if you think about it. Yeah.
Yeah, so she was just like, she says what she was listening to. 'Cause he's like, what were you listening to last night? Like Chopin or whatever. And she's like, no, actually I was listening to, and then I told him the name of the band. And
Yeah,
he
that
went,
was such a cop
wait,
out.
what? And he pulled out the CD, and the CD was the cover that I knew so very well.
That's
was
right.
that
I remember
CD.
that when she's like, I knew it
And I
so
was
well.
like,
And I was like, and
why
it
are you
was.
saying what it is.
Speaking of
Like, just choose like fucking, I don't know, Sex
Anything.
Pistols, or
Yeah.
like choose something that's
choose something
not
like
modern,
throwback. Yeah.
so that it's timeless.
Sure. The
It's very
Ramones.
funny.
There you go.
It's
Easy
very-
peasy.
Yeah. Pumpkin pie.
So, okay, there's a part that I had to highlight
Yes.
because,
Yes.
because,
Yes, of course. Las Culturistas.
oh, okay.
Yes, of course.
So, the thing I have the most problem with is her inner monologue at times.
Because it is lame.
So, there's a part where he's like,
Yeah.
aren't you hungry? And she's like, I didn't want to tell him that my stomach was already full of butterflies. I was like, how dare you? How dare you?
100% remember exactly what you're talking about.
And I was like, why even say
And
that?
it's
Why even say
already
that?
felt
Why even say that?
a butterfly.
Of butterflies. And then there's another part where she's like, and I hated this part too.
Oh God, I think I know what you're about to say because I was just about to say it and I highlighted it.
So it's a part
I
where
will not lie if it isn't that.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a part where we're supposed to be learning that she's funny.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, she's like thanking her dad for her truck.
Oh, okay. It's not that part.
I have another part too. Okay.
Great.
The second part, the part where we're supposed to realize that she's funny is about her whiteness, paleness of her skin.
Okay.
Is that the part you highlighted?
No.
Ah, okay. All right. So
Mine is much, much later.
okay. So the first part is dad gives her a truck and she goes, and I never looked a free truck in the mouth or in the engine. And I'm like,
I do remember that. Yes.
Like, I'm like, just if you need to make this joke
to
just
yourself.
just say, I never looked a free truck in the engine. People will get what you're doing.
Yeah.
You
And if
don't have
they
to make
don't,
that joke.
don't worry about
You
it.
just don't worry about it too much. Don't worry about it. Like, or just skip it and just say that you were grateful.
It's not funny.
It's very not.
But and she's thinking this to herself.
It's in her mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in her mind to
Yeah.
herself.
So
So what's the part you said?
it's much later.
Okay.
It's after the Sparkle Meadow flying.
Okay.
Oh, there is. So when he takes her flying on his back,
I can't picture
he calls
that
her
in
a little
cool way.
coward because she's like scared.
Yeah, sure.
But in the movie, Brett, have you seen the movie? Correct me if I'm wrong, but he calls her little monkey.
Ew.
Doesn't he call her little monkey right before, when she's on his back? He calls her little monkey. Brett's, yeah. And
Calls her a little
people make
monkey?
fun of it. And I would just like to say, it was not in the book. He calls her, come on, little monkey, or something.
And he
like
makes
that.
her jump on his back? Wait, does he say it to her while she's on his back? Or
Yeah.
he bends over and he's like, come on, little monkey. And she's like, oh, I know what that means for me to jump on your back.
Well, I think it's while she's already on his back.
He says that?
I'm pretty sure.
Why make that change? Like, why add that?
It was like supposed to be endearing, and instead it was just like everyone latched onto it and made fun of it.
I'm sure.
So it is after. Oh, here we go.
Oh my God, are we going to see the scene?
Brett is. Yeah.
Ew. No, it's way weirder. Ew. Okay, it's 4 seconds long.
Play it. Oh wait, should we plug it in? We're gonna plug it in for your listening pleasure.
The things that popped up first. Are you a brony? Ain't no shame. I love My Little Pony.
Yeah.
Okay.
You better hold on tight, Spider Monkey.
Spider Monkey.
Okay, hold on. Let's replay it.
You better hold on tight, Spider Monkey.
Oh my God. I can't.
Yeah, that doesn't happen in the book. Are you texting on Brett's phone?
Yeah, I'm just downloading some backgrounds for you.
Just breaking up with his fiance.
I feel so bad for the actors in that scene. I feel so bad for them. That is awful.
That's much worse
That's
than I
much worse.
remembered. Hang on, Spider Monkey.
You better hold on tight, Spider Monkey. I would have like shoved myself off and been like, what the fuck did you just say?
Wait, what? And instead, she's just apprehensive, and he says, "Come on, little coward."
Yeah, I remember that part.
So just been flying. They're back home.
Okay.
They just had is there more? Should we plug in again?
No! Okay, I said that I felt bad for these actors, and yet.
Oh no.
So
I know it's coming, and no!
So you know how like there's scenes in movies that are just like unforgettable because an actor ad-libs? Like one of the final scenes of Blade Runner. Like Tears in the Rain.
Like when Han Solo says, "I know," when Leia says, "I love you."
Sure.
Yeah.
What? 8 other lines that nearly became.
Oh no!
Hold on tight, Spider Monkey. He said.
I mean, all right.
Wait, what? Okay, he wrote Spider Monkey into the script with a pencil.
He planned that ad-lib. He might have been trying to make the dialogue sound more. Here's the thing. In real life, if somebody called me Spider Monkey, that would be normal because like Mike and I have so many ridiculous names for each other. In a movie about a vampire who is just sparkled and runs through the trees, saying, "Hold on tight, little Spider Monkey," is not cool.
Okay, hold on. Okay, ready?
Uncool.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
I woke up in the middle of the night. I thought, they're going to be climbing that tree and they're not going to have anything to say. It's just going to be another scene of them looking into each other's eyes. Unfortunately, the writer's strike had begun. And the screenwriter was no longer available to provide dialogue. So I typed up like 10 ideas. Hardwick recalled. So I think Hardwick is...
The director? The director wrote it?
Hold on. Director Catherine Hardwick. Yeah. Okay, so
Chris Hardwick
stepped in. He was like, I love ruining everybody's lives. I'm going to come in here. Don't worry, I have 10 ideas. So the director types up 10 ideas, then 8 other options. What are the other options? Okay, here we go. Ready? You're not scared of heights, are you? Not that I know of.
What?
Hold on tight. Don't worry.
What?
Wrap your legs around me like a spider monkey.
No!
Done.
No! Okay, I feel bad again.
Don't let go. No chance of that, buddy.
Ew. What?
Prepare for liftoff.
No! No!
So then she made Robert Pattinson choose, and he picked that one.
And then he changed it so it was slightly more acceptable.
There were 3 alts of the Spider Monkey line.
I wish they had come to me for punch-ups. Because those are all so boring and bad.
I just picture you being like, is the Spider Monkey thing, like do we need that?
Is that in the book? Is it in the book?
Oh my God. Thank you, Brett. Holy shit.
Also, Ms. Hardwick, I would love to work with you any day. Like, it would be an honor and a privilege. I do genuinely think you did a good job with that movie. I'm just saying, like, maybe I would have, like, workshopped with you more.
Everything could
for
use
more
another
dialogue
pass.
ideas. Yes.
I
I'm sure
have a
you're
question.
very, very busy.
What is the thing you were going to talk about?
Oh, yes. So, you're back home. They're, like, very much in love now. They've talked all night. La, la, la. It is morning time.
Oh.
Do you know what happens in the morning, typically, for a human?
You wake up.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know after that?
No. Okay. She says this twice. She says it once the night before.
I don't. So it's, I think, worse than you're remembering.
Okay.
Or this didn't jump out at you, maybe.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll read before that because it's funny. You were very deeply asleep. I didn't miss anything. His eyes gleamed. The talking came earlier. I groaned. What did you hear? His gold eyes grew very soft. You said you loved me. You knew that already, I reminded him, ducking my head. It was nice to hear just the same. I hid my face against his shoulder. I love you, I whispered. You are my life now, he answered simply. There was nothing more to say for the moment. He rocked us back and forth as the room grew lighter. Breakfast time, he said eventually, casually, to prove, I'm sure, that he remembered all my human frailties. So I clutched my throat with both hands and stared at him with wide eyes.
I hated this part.
Shock crossed his face. Kidding, I snickered. And you said I couldn't act. He frowned in disgust. That wasn't funny. It was very funny, and you know it.
It's not.
It took me
I didn't understand what she was doing.
rereads
I didn't get what she was trying to communicate.
Understand what the fuck the joke even was.
Yeah, me too.
And the joke is, breakfast time for a vampire would mean blood. So I'm going to pretend like I'm afraid you're going to drink my blood.
Don't bite me.
So I'm covering my neck.
I thought she was pretending to choke. And I was like, I don't get
And I was
this.
like, what? Does he think that she actually is choking in that moment? No. So that's supposed to be like something that genuinely scared him for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, kidding.
And he's like, so dumb.
That wasn't funny.
I know,
Like
he
he
was
was
so mad.
actually freaked out. She goes, you know it was. And I'm like, no, Bella, he's right. It wasn't
funny. He's mad that you
funny.
dared to make that joke.
He was disgusted that you thought that was something that showed you had a sense of humor, because clearly you do not.
I hated that. I also hated it happens in the morning and also the night before.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, oh my God, you're going to sleep over? She's like, oh, I have to like clean up. And she's like, can you give me a human minute?
And then
she just like gets ready for bed.
She fully showers.
She showers fully. I was like, girl,
She
are you
goes
trying
to
to
bed
like
with
take a
wet
dump
hair.
like and not have him know what you're doing? And then in the morning too, she's like, hi, I'm going to need another human minute. And then she goes and like brushes her teeth and shit. And I'm like,
it's like, that's a human minute.
you can also
guess.
literally just be like, I'm going to brush my teeth.
Yeah.
That's not
What's
cute.
all this like cute human
Yeah.
stuff? Here's another embarrassing part.
Mhm.
Still in the shiny sparkle meadow.
Okay. A lot happens there.
It's when he tells her how good she smells to him.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, you see, every person smells different, has a different essence. If you locked an alcoholic in a room full of stale beer, he'd gladly drink it, but he could resist if he wished to, if he were a recovering alcoholic. Now let's say you placed in the room a glass of 100-year-old brandy, the rarest, finest cognac, and filled the room with its warm aroma. How do you think he would fare then? I really like this. We sat silently looking into each other's eyes, trying to read each other's thoughts. He broke the silence first. Maybe that's not the right comparison. Maybe it would be too easy to turn down the brandy. Perhaps I should have made our alcoholic a heroin addict instead. So what you're saying is, I'm your brand of heroin, I teased, trying to lighten the mood. He smiled swiftly, seeming to appreciate my effort. Yes, you are exactly my brand of heroin. And I was like, all right, Mormon.
Okay, so first of all, very embarrassing. That reads like someone who's never had alcohol before, which is likely.
She hasn't, yeah.
Also,
so like, soda is a bit much for me.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to.
I loved also when like he says his little metaphor and you can just picture her being like, huh, uh-huh. And then he's like, maybe that wasn't, okay, maybe what I meant was heroin. And then they use the phrase brand of heroin, which is so embarrassing. And also like brand of like alcohol too is weird because like it's like, oh,
well, he didn't say a brand of alcohol.
So she just says brand.
So she says brand of heroin. And it's like the wording got weird.
Why didn't she just say like, so I'm your fix or something? Or like, probably because.
Or so I'm
or like I'm your temptation or something.
I'm your heroin versus like, I don't know, just I'm your heroin.
Yeah, I'm
a recovering heroin addict and you're heroin.
Yeah, so I'm your heroin.
That's good enough.
Brand of heroin?
So I'm like your personal brand of heroin?
Very embarrassing. Very embarrassing.
Yeah, I only buy Marlboro heroin.
Also the when she Marlboro heroin. When she's like, I picture Stephenie Meyer like typing this and being like like going to Google and being like nicest alcohol. And it's like, oh, 100-year-old brandy.
What can alcoholics not resist? I guess like if you put them in a room with like the nicest alcohol, then that would, and it's like, no. An alcoholic will 100% drink all of that stale beer.
Yeah, I was like, no, you dumb.
Don't really like, my dad would just buy like supermarket liters of vodka and chug that all day.
An alcoholic is more likely to drink the stale beer than
Yeah.
someone who doesn't normally partake.
Yeah. 'Cause
Very weird.
You don't just down brandy.
No, it's a sipping alcohol.
It's a sipping alcohol.
Is that Courvoisier?
No,
Is that
I mean, the alcoholic will drink it,
sure.
but they're not like, now that it's brandy, I super can't resist.
Yeah. No, what they should have said was like
This
those
is
little
very
like
funny.
airplane.
Yeah.
If it's one of those little airplane things, oof.
Mhm.
People love those because you
Yeah.
can like put them in your bag.
Yeah.
Sad.
Like Amy Adams in Sharp Objects.
Oh yeah, I started watching.
Have you been watching it?
It is boring.
It's so boring.
Brett's
nodding.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
agrees.
we all agree.
Very boring.
It's really
so
boring.
slow. So
Too slow. What's with her in the car and the music? What's with her in the
Here's
music?
the thing. I don't need that
Like,
music.
Why? It didn't say in the book that she was like, especially a music person.
It's too much music, and it's just very boring.
I like Amy. I like everyone in it. Everyone in it is really good in their role.
Yeah,
It's way too slow.
they needed just a tighter edit.
How many episodes are there?
Too many.
Too many.
I only watched the first 2, I think.
I think it's interesting that they name every episode after a word on her body.
That is interesting, yeah.
But
Very boring.
Pretty sleepy.
Pretty
for a
sleepy,
book
pretty
that is
boring.
like kind of jam packed.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
It makes me wonder, like, are they just like dragging, like, are they trying to get like 15 episodes out of this or something?
I don't think so. It's a limited
It feels like
series.
8 episodes.
How many? 8. It should have been 6, maybe.
Should have been 6.
6 might have done it.
Yeah. It's too long and
many.
boring.
It's very weird.
Very, very, very boring. I probably won't continue to watch it.
I already have not. I'll probably dip back in, but I watched the last episode, and typically with television, I can't stop watching if there's more. And on this last one, I was like, I don't need to watch the one after this.
It was weird because like so I only watched the first 2 episodes, and I think there's 3 out right now, right? And there will be 4 this week?
I think there might be 4.
Okay. Well,
And there's going to be 5 this week.
midway.
And like nothing's happened.
Yeah, midway through the second episode, I was like, I don't care.
After the first, I was like,
Yeah, very slow, very boring.
Okay. And for those of you who don't know, we covered Sharp Objects as a listener suggestion for our Patreon outside genre episode. If you don't know, $8 a month donors, they get 1 extra full episode for a book of their choosing that's not in our usual genre. And Sharp Objects was it. And we really, really liked the book. We're very excited about the miniseries, and then lo and behold, it's very sleepy.
So sleepy.
Sleepy.
Very boring.
Twilight is more jam-packed.
Oh yeah, I'd rather watch Twilight.
Yeah.
But I mean, I liked this book more than I thought it would. I more than I thought I would, and she's a better writer than I thought she was.
Much better, especially because we read 50 Shades. I thought that
it would
was
be the same.
level.
Me
I thought that was
too.
the level of writing I was to expect.
But it's an easy read. You can breeze
It's
right through 'em.
Easy. There was no kind of barrier of me like getting the hang of the language.
Oh, instantly.
It was so I don't really like the characters.
Neither do I. But I'll probably read the other books.
Could have happened, but I would totally read the other books. And she's a good writer.
Yeah.
Oh, we should talk about the fact that Twilight just by itself wasn't available to check out as an ebook for me.
Oh yeah.
So the one that was available to check out was the combination of Twilight and the one that she wrote that is gender swapped, binary gender swapped. And so
And let's be
instead
clear.
of
Yeah.
Bella, it is Bo.
Yeah.
Instead of Edward, it's Edith. So she just rewrote the entire book, but just swapped the genders and changed the tone a little bit. And I was fascinated. I was obsessively going back and forth for 5 chapters to see what the differences were. And so the gender swapped one is called Life and Death. And it read so much better.
And from what you sent me, I would say also she like took some stuff out that just was kind of slowing up the book.
Yeah.
So I would definitely be interested. I think maybe, and you made a good suggestion, Lindsay, that like we should do like a series of minisodes covering that version.
So for our Patreon, we're talking about reading that, and for all of our donors, they would get all of our 5 and up donors, they would get those as minisodes.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
And if you haven't read Twilight in a while and you liked it, I recommend going back and reading Life and Death, because I was like, the main thing that got taken out that really annoyed me in Twilight is how irritated and pissed off they are at each other.
They're very mean to each other at the beginning.
So confused by
Very
that.
mean.
I was like, why? And that was so for their first like 6 or more chapters, I was like, oh, this fucking book. I hate Bella. I hate Bella and Edward.
Yeah.
I hate them. And then once that dropped away and they were just in love, I was like, oh, okay. I like the book a lot more than I thought I was going to. Once all of that, like, so unnecessary, like, super artificial rom-com-y, the characters hate each other at first, but then they're in love.
And also, like, usually
I don't like that.
Usually there's like a reason for why characters hate each other in those kinds of tropes, and you kind of get it. You can be like, oh, well, it's because this person is traditionally like, let's say like nerdy, and this person is jockish, or this person is like bookish, and this person is adventurous, and like, but it's like these two very boring people who have no personality whatsoever hate each other. Yeah. For no reason. And it's a slog.
Well, it's weird because on Edward's end, you know later that it's because he was struggling so much with like how tempted he was to kill her.
Yeah.
But it is written as though he is very like smug. She uses the word smugly to describe like his smile or how he says something like blah, blah, blah. He said smugly. And in the gender swapped version, it's like a smirk instead of a smug
is
comment,
so much better.
Is so different.
Because a smirk is playful.
Yeah.
A smug comment makes me not like that person.
Yeah. And it's like, I can see, because you know, the reason that Edward is like finding Bella funny is because she keeps saying things not knowing that he's a vampire.
Yeah.
So she says things like, oh, don't you have an appetite? And it's like funny to him because it's like, yeah, bitch, I have an appetite.
Yeah, like the thing I'm trying to fight right now is my appetite.
And so he's almost like laughing at himself. But in the book, it reads as he's laughing at her, and it's like, but why?
It's like literally you're not eating though. So
yeah, so
he's just like negging her.
Yeah. And so it just feels very condescending. Whereas something about she just made these slight little tweaks that make it an entirely different kind of read, to where like I really liked Bo and Edith.
Yeah, I really would be interested to read that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say definitely. And if you haven't read Twilight, check it out from the library. You'll finish it in like 3 hours.
Yeah. And if part of the reason you were avoiding Twilight was the weird gender politics and like maybe like controlling aspects, read Life and Death.
Yeah, there you go.
Because it won't be there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really interested in reading Life and Death. Yeah, but that's pretty much all I got to say about this book.
Yeah.
Next week we are covering Stranger with My Face by Lois Duncan. And that will be with our Low Dunk
correspondent,
Patrick Ellers. He'll be back and
better than ever.
He's back and better than before. Also, thank you so much to our Patreon subscribers. Without you, we couldn't do the show as we do it. And
you know what?
What?
Voicemails.
Ah, shit. Okay, let's do some voicemails.
Let's do voicemails.
VM.
Voicemails. Okay. So this first voicemail is from Ashley, and it is addressed to Hey T Great.
Hey Teen Creep. So I have a story. My name is Ashley. I have a story about being a child a little bit before being a teen. I was probably about 10 or 11, and I thought of this story when you talked about parades in the Babysitters Club episode, and it really made me think about how much Babysitters Club I read, which is probably why I did what I did.
Oh, no.
So I was about 10 or 11. I convinced the neighbor girl that we needed to put on a parade.
Oh, my God.
So we went door to door on our street, because we weren't really allowed to go beyond that, and asked people for money to support our parade with homemade flyers. A few neighbors did give us money. Then we got everything ready. We put streamers on our bikes. And then my parents came outside, my parents and my brother. And my neighbor backed out at the last minute.
What?
So there was 10-year-old Ashley riding up and down the street
Oh my God.
singing her homemade song, which went like this.
Oh my God. Oh yes.
This is the neighborhood parade. This is the neighborhood parade. To only my parents and my brother.
Oh my God.
Needless to say, I've not been in another parade. Anyways, have a great day.
Ashley,
That's commitment.
I love you so much.
I love you. That's very cute.
Oh my God.
Man, props to you for sticking to it.
This is the neighborhood parade. I love it.
That's very cute.
Thank you so much for sharing.
And you know what? I hope you kept that amount of money that was supposed to go to your friend who backed out.
And I hope that you burn that friend.
Literally.
I hope that you burned her at the stake.
Because she's a witch.
Only witches back out of parades. That is a fact.
That's a fact. And only
That
witches
is
burn.
a well-known fact.
And only witches burn.
only witches burn.
So there you go. There you go.
Okay, so this next voicemail is from Darby, and it is addressed to Katie and Crease.
Katie and Crease.
Hi, we're Katie and Crease. But like increased as in increased volume or something. Katie, increase.
Hey, Teen Crease. My name is Darby. I listen to the show all the fucking time because I went through a very, very long phase in my adolescence when I was the only person reading Dean Koontz. I was the only person reading Christopher Pike. And it turns out I'm still in that phase.
Nice.
But most of my teen experience was I was the fucking creep. And not a creep in the I'm going to murder you sort of way, but in a I take myself way too seriously way.
Same.
So I thought I was 30 since I was 12. And so I loved sending emails. My AOL email account was dedicatedsleuth@AOL.com.
Oh my God.
Because I thought I was Nancy Drew out here.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
And in 6th grade, I met a girl, went to a different elementary school than me, but started at middle school with me. We became best friends. We both loved the Nancy Drew games, but it turns out we also both loved the same boy, which was very unfortunate. And when she went in the spring semester, I mean, I guess they were semesters in 6th grade, when she went for the semester to Lithuania with her family because her parents were English professors and they were doing like a transfer semester, shit popped off.
Yes!
He was my best friend in elementary school. His name was Daniel. And I was in love with this kid, and so was she, but he liked her. And as soon as she left, all he would do, since we were still best friends, was confide in me all the time about how much he missed Caroline, loved Caroline. That's my best friend's name. And I was pissed. I was in what I thought was surely hell.
Yes.
Yeah.
There could be nothing worse than this. And so
yes, of course.
I took it upon myself to email Caroline in Lithuania. Keep in mind, this is also the trip that she got her first period on. She's with her two younger siblings, fucking in a tent in Lithuania. So it was bad enough already.
You have so much empathy now, though.
And I sent an email with the heading, "You know why I am sending this."
No, she doesn't.
And I feel like I'm about to go over the voicemail limit, but I'll call you back in a minute to read the rest of it. But almost every single line was a new paragraph for dramatic emphasis. And I still have all my AOL emails saved to this day in appropriate folders based on who they were sent to or sent from. So
emails to Caroline.
Stay tuned. I'm literally about to call back in 5 seconds to read you this email.
Damn, girl, you really knew that it was about to end. Yeah.
You know what? This voicemail, we're going to print it out and we're going to put it in our folder. Did she not call back?
She didn't. Darby, what are you doing to us?
Did someone else cut her off?
How dare
Somebody jump in?
No, because we've got 2. Maybe. Okay, wait.
Darby part 2.
No, wait. No. Where'd Darby go?
Darby,
are you okay?
You have to read us your angry email.
All right. So we're going to go to another one and then wrap it up. Okay. So this is... Oh, it's Darby.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. Oh, that got scary. This is long.
All right. So It starts off, "Hello, Miss Martin.
Oh my God.
How are
It's
you
'cause she
enjoying
picked
being
right
away from
back up.
home?" Well, I'm sure that it is pretty much the same as being at home because, as usual, you and Daniel are practically falling all over each other while I stand on the sidelines and spectate. Of course.
Darby!
I heard that you two have been excitedly and frequently emailing each other. Hoorah! Now notice that you haven't sent one email to your best friend. I put scare quotes around that.
Shit.
Although you can email a boy faster than you can say betrayal. That's pretty hot. I'm so pretty proud of that. Now, I am normally not a jealous person. That's not true.
Liar.
And I thought that I was getting over Daniel.
It's on
until
fire.
today. He said, now get ready for some real sixth grade shit. He said that he had a new theme song, and it was something related to you because that's all he ever talks or cares about. It was the same way when you were here, but more so now because you're not. I, being the inquisitive person that I am, dedicated to AOL.com, that's what it was and braced myself for pain. And it was Here
girl.
Without You. Yeah, that fucking song. And damn it all, if I wasn't the maddest, red-facedest, and most jealous and hurt person on Earth. And Mars. Edgy, very good. He said it was a good song and I should listen to it. I just clicked on my MP3 player and tuned him out. Yeah, I didn't even have an iPod. Like, I literally had an MP3 player, the kind that when you took the cap off of it, it turned into a USB drive that you plugged into your computer to put your illegally obtained music from LimeWire right onto the MP3 player.
Girl, I didn't have
But I went on
LimeWire
to
till I
YouTube
was
today
a
and
damn
wasn't
junior in
prepared for
college.
what I heard. I already knew the song, but I didn't know that was the title. Logistics. So I almost started to cry, but the only reason I didn't was because I was using the computer in the common area downstairs in my house, and anyone could come down the stairs at any given time and catch me, and then I would have to explain.
I love how much you're
I really
blaming
did
her.
digress. That was the point. The point is, I don't care anymore. He and I obviously weren't made to be, or maybe God hates me and is putting me through all this pain and suffering and agony for the hell of it.
Darby.
Very edgy. I kind of wish that I wasn't your best friend, that I hated you from the get-go so I wouldn't have to choose between friend or foe. But I think of all the good times and all the times when I wanted to drag you by your hair away from him and throw you into a four-way intersection.
Wow!
And they are even. So the next thing you do, ... will decide.
What?
I just want you to hear this song. I took the trouble to paste it onto this email. So just listen to it and see why I want so bad to hate you. And then I posted the link to it. And our thing that we did with our emails was always sign off really long sign off that it said, "Your in America friend who really wishes she had never even liked Daniel to begin with, Darby." And then inexplicably I wrote, "P.S. I like Malik, and I told him so." So apparently I wasn't that fucking heartbroken about it because on the same day that I sent this email, I told Malik I had a crush on him. But yeah, thank you
Malik's
for all the
story?
shows. I listen to literally everything you guys do. And I do keep tweeting you guys. I am also...
Oh,
No.
okay, it ended. Let's see if Darby called. That was wild, girl.
Oh, she tweets at us. I know Darby from Twitter. Girl.
I just accidentally
Here we go.
talked way too long again. But yeah, thank you for all the content. Thank you. Get into it.
Oh, what's
And
her
I am
handle?
also the one who keeps tweeting
I'm sure
at you
I know
guys a lot. If it seems like it's too much, it's because you guys are
Darby,
basically
it
the
is
only accounts
not
I
enough.
follow. I started
it's
using
not too
Twitter
much.
in high school, just like I started using Instagram in high school because all the cool people were using it, and I wanted to be cool, but then I stopped using it because I wasn't using it well enough. But I hear you guys talk all the time about follow us on Twitter, and I just couldn't wait all week to hear more from you guys, so I followed all your accounts.
No.
And
Girl, we love it.
if it seems like I'm interacting with you
Be hurt if
disproportionately,
you
it's
didn't.
because I follow literally 40 accounts, and like
Good
10%
for you.
of them are either Teen Creeps, Public Domain Theater, or Thank You for Questing, or, Shipple Dips. So here,
Nice.
please don't block me on Twitter.
No, we're not
If
going to
you
block
want
you on
more of
Twitter.
these emails, I can call back, or literally, you could just tell me your email address, and I'll straight up forward them to you so you can get them.
Oh my God. No, I love these emails. These are
Okay.
hilarious.
Oh,
Girl, Darby, we love you. And don't apologize for being who you are,
Don't
Darby.
you ever. Don't you dare.
Here's the thing. If we don't like what you're doing, we're going to send you a really angry email with the subject line, "You know why you're getting this email." Wow.
That was epic.
That was great. I wish that I could have been that fucking crazy
Hell yeah.
in like high school, middle school, and like just be like, you know what? I'm feeling this way. I'm gonna tell this person. I
was
also love like
I was way too
I was too scared.
self-hating.
Yeah.
Darby, I really think that you should change your Twitter handle to Dedicated Sleuth. That's
It is
all I'll
so
say.
funny.
That's all
So
I'll say.
funny.
That's all I'll say.
Yeah, it's very, very, very good.
All right, so
also,
that's our-
dedicated sleuth at AOL.com. So cute. If you guys want to call into our show and leave us a lovely voicemail, you can do so at your leisure. Remember how last time we both said it at the same time? You remember that?
Oh, I'm so sorry I didn't do it again.
It's okay.
I feel like I've betrayed you.
It's fine. Call us at 747-333-6995. We love hearing from you.
Thanks so much. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook at Teen Creeps Pod. If you'd like to be a Patreon donator, go to patreon.com/Teen Creeps. You can follow me at Lindsay Katai on Twitter and Instagram.
You can follow me at Kelly Nugee, KELLYNUGEE, on all the socials.
And if you don't listen to Public Domain Theater, go on over and give it a try.
Yeah, pop on over, man.
All right. Thank you so much for listening as always, and keep it creepy.
Forever Dog.
This has been a Forever Dog production. Executive produced by Kelly Nugent, Lindsay Katai, Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey. For more original podcasts, please visit foreverdogpodcasts.com and subscribe to our shows on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Keep up with the latest Forever Dog news by following us on Twitter and Instagram at Forever Dog Team and liking our page on Facebook.